What's good, sports gamers, and today I'm going to be going over the changes affecting shooting, passing, and dribbling that are coming to NBA 2K21 on next-gen consoles. So alright, let's get it. First off, let's talk about the shooting, and the Pro Stick was one of the biggest gameplay changes to hit 2K21, even though shot stick aiming hasn't been well received, leading to modded controllers and that whole mess. But being able to perform more dribble moves with the right stick has been dope. And on Next Gen 2K, they have risen our ability to shoot and dribble with the Pro Stick to new heights with new tools in our toolbox to score. Starting with something called Shot Arc Control. A recent update gave us the ability to dictate where the ideal aim point was on the meter by how fast or slow we pulled down on the stick. And now the stick speed will also control the arc of your jump shot. Slow flicks will give you extra high arc to avoid blocks, and fast flicks will have you shooting a Tracy McGrady-esque line drive shot. And you will also receive a small bonus for shooting with an ideal shot arc. Next will be the introduction of bank shot control. Flicking the right stick down fast or slightly aiming in the direction of the backboard will also allow you to control bank shots. Now gamers will finally be able to emulate that Tim Duncan bank shot from the block, and it also works for layups as well. So this could possibly help players avoid getting their shot blocked if they're not a dunker by opting for backboard layups versus attempting to lay it straight in. Now the shot meter will also get a new look on Next Gen as well and play an even bigger role in whether you make or miss a shot. The new meter will now be blue, will grow and shrink dynamically based on how good the shooter is, the difficulty of the shot, and how well the defense is playing it, along with being more readable and scale appropriately depending on your camera. There also will be an arrowhead to the aiming and timing marker that will make it easier to see where the sweet spot actually is. So if you miss the window completely, you are guaranteed to miss the shot. And there will be a black notch in the middle of the make window representing the ideal time and aim point that you must hit this exact spot to trigger a green release. Regarding layups, layup timing using the button has been disabled by default. So players can just focus on getting to the rim and not worry about the different release points that different layups had on current gen. Now to truly separate players, 2K has redesigned the layup timing and aiming meter to be completely under the control of the player. So if you enable timing and aiming for layups and think you have the skills to master it, the advantage for getting the hang of the system will be huge in finishing among the trees in contested situations if you opt to give it a go. With the risk of course being if you miss the make window, you could brick an easy shot as well. Now what I'm excited about is improved layup selection based on where the defender is relative to you driving, to select the most open spot to lay it up at. This is big. I can't tell you how many times I got my shot blocked because 2K selected the worst possible layup angle for me. And also we will see fewer canned finishes and contact animations pulling you to the wrong side of the hoop. But this is something obviously I have to see to believe. Now 2K has also split off the dribble jump shots into two categories, controlled and high momentum. Controlled pull-ups set your feet better and are more balanced, while high momentum, which will trigger by holding sprint, creates more separation from the defender but are tougher to knock down. So this is giving us the chance to stop on a dime better, but also if you want to shoot like Kobe, you can shoot like Kobe, or try to. And this is for the corner shooters. Next Gen 2K will adjust your feet placement in real time when you're near the line to make sure your feet will no longer inch forward for a long two or warp back for a three. So it's no longer a guessing game on whether 2K is going to keep you in three-point land on those close calls. Now for dribbling, think James Harden. And with Next Gen 2K, gamers will now have the ability to control the speed of your size-up moves based on how quickly or slowly you flick the Pro Stick, which will be exciting to pull off and trigger some of the new ankle breaker animations that have been added. Also, a whole lot of new signature dribble moves have been added, from LeBron's suspended dribble to James Harden getting a quicker between the leg sequence. And you can now equip signature quick stops by tapping the left trigger, as well as several new lateral step backs that are all over the NBA now. And park handles that are now pulled off by clicking in the left stick are now tied to the Hall of Fame tight handles badge. So if you're breakdancing in the park, you might want to drop tight handles down a bit. And in regards to passing, bounce passes received a lot of love. We are now able to throw bounce pass alley-oops, improvement to throwing oops off the glass to teammates, and bounce touch passes have made its introduction to 2K for the first time. And lead passing is going to be achieved by simply tapping triangle or wide out to the hoop or around the perimeter to force the teammate to get behind it for a three based on their court position and current movement. Now all of this has got me excited, but what do you guys think? What did I go over that had you go, ooh, okay. But with that, stay tuned here at Sports Gamers Online for more NBA 2K21 Next Gen news. So make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And once you're with us, hit that bell icon at the bottom so you don't miss anything we put out. All right, people, I'm Chris. Thank you all for watching, and be good, y'all.